Slipknot is the debut album by the Backstreet Boys, and it was released on the 29th of June 1999. In the late 90s, nu metal, or winecore as I like to call it, was becoming pretty hot stuff due to the popularity of bands like Korn, and 1998 is widely seen as the year this genre hit the mainstream. It seemed that around this time, any young nu metal band could become rich and famous overnight, so long as they sent a demo tape to producer and wanker Ross Robinson, who made stars out of Korn and Limp Bizkit. Slipknot were next in line. Slipknot was hugely successful, going double platinum in the States, platinum in the UK, Australia and Canada, as well as going gold in Japan and the Netherlands. Keep in mind though that this was after grunge and Britpop died. Recorded at Indigo Ranch Studios in Malibu, Slipknot suffers from a typical crappy nu metal production. The drums sound clangy and annoying, a bit like a chimp beating a coffee can, the bass is barely there, and the guitar tone is muddy and monotonous. The musicianship, however, is not bad. It's horrendous. This record has hands down some of the worst guitar playing I've ever heard. Mick Thompson and Josh Brainard's riffs are repetitive, boilerplate, and just tedious to listen to. I'm not a guitarist, and even I can play most of these fucking riffs. Oh, and because this is a nu metal album, there are no solos. The drums and percussion, as I said, are annoying, but the vocals are more of a mixed bag. Corey Taylor can scream well, he can sing well, but when he tries to rap, because this is a nu metal album, he fails at it. His timing is completely off, and in songs like Spit It Out, it sounds like he's performing a completely different song to what the other members think he's playing. Oh, but that's not even the worst part. The one thing that makes Slipknot feel more outdated than the idea of a god existing has to be the turntables. Yes, because this is a nu metal album, there are some really obnoxious record scratches all over this shit heap, a bit like fleas around the camel's genitals. These irritations are distracting, and a real metal band would take an axe to one of these vile machines. Music videos were made for Spit It Out and Wait and Bleed. These are the band's feeble attempts at making you feel frightened. Ooh, we're wearing Halloween store masks and looking right at the camera. Ooh, are you scared yet? Ooh, no, I'm not scared. In conclusion, this album is complete bollocks. I fucking hate these fake metal bands from the late 90s, and I'm shocked that these posers are still making music. Just leave this planet already, guys. On this record, the drums sound like crap, the guitar work is boring and one-dimensional, and the turntables are distracting at best, but I haven't even discussed the lyrics yet. To summarise, they are laughable. Corey Taylor shows a very limited vocabulary and relies heavily on lots of unnecessary swearing, which makes him seem whiny and infantile, like a 9-year-old who's just learned bad words. Not only that, but half the time he never explains what exactly it is he's so angry about. He's angry and that's that. Now, if you're a much nicer person than I am, you might be able to forgive all these things and say, well, it's heavy, that's why some people still like this crap. Well, maybe Slipknot does still satisfy some people's need for aggressive, pulsating music, but like Anthony Fantano from the channel The Needle Drop, this simply doesn't do that for me. I liked Slipknot when I was about 11, or however old I was when All Hope Is Gone came out, but later on I got into hardcore punk, thrash metal, death metal, grindcore, and black metal. After losing myself in those genres, I went back to Slipknot, and I didn't find their music heavy, fast, or intimidating in the slightest. So yeah, Slipknot's debut is dreadful, just like most things that passed for metal in those days.